domestic workers. So,
hi, I'm Marigold, and honestly, I've been in the NRM for almost 4 years now, waiting in uncertainty. I didn't know the outcome of my case. I got arrested in 2018 because somebody reported us we are undocumented in our building. So, immigration enforcer came in my house, and I was one in the list. They're looking for me actually. So it was in the morning that time, and I was in the toilet but I heard, their footsteps. They're knocking every door and asking for ID if they have the right to stay in this country. So I don't know how long I stayed in the toilet because I don't know what to do. The first thing that came to my mind was, are they going to detain me or deport me? So I don't know, because I was afraid. I stayed for a while, and then the moment I came out, immigration enforcer are waiting for me there. And I went to my room, and then, are you Marigold Bucken? He said, yes, I am. And then, do you have any ID or something like this? He said, I don't have. So they asked me to pack my things, and I observed them. They opening every cupboard, searching for my passport. And I told them, I don't have any passport. So they brought me to Beckett House and starting to, like a criminal and doing photo for me. And so when the first thing, they present me 2 papers. Do you want to voluntarily go home? They asked me. I said no. And tell me why we should detain you. I said, did I kill somebody? Am I a criminal? And then I said, it is a crime to run away from my employer who abused me, exploited me, and treat me badly. And then that's the time they starting asking question about me, what happened to me. So that's the time also they asked me if I want to go to the NRM. I've seen the system because the Voice of Domestic Workers has a lot of members going to the NRM. And for me, I don't want to go in that system because I've seen, their struggle, the challenges, and it's caused them mentally stress and emotionally. So I don't want to undergo that kind of process because for me, I don't know if my case is fit as a traffic victim. So I don't have any choice. It's either they deport me or they will detain me. So I went to the National Referral Mechanism. I received a positive reasonable ground, and they put it. I have no right to work. They gave me an allowance of £5 a day to live. So until now, I was waiting and since the pandemic and the agony of waiting, and then I live in uncertainty. And then the other day, I think March 20, they also published about this, that those victims are gaming and abusing the system. And how can we abuse? And we are, struggling here in this country with no right to work. We have a family way back home waiting for us. So it's really unfair for us in the system, the NRM, because I think it doesn't fit for me as a traffic victim. The only thing I want is to recognize as a worker. We want, to be visible.
Even you're there, they already have the doctors of the world writing that, okay, you go to the GP and they still need your documents. And I don't know how many times I said I don't have. So, the system really, do I need to wait until I die to just see us, to take care of us? It's different, very different situation, but the same. If you are undocumented, and as Marigold said, it is crime. Run away, some abuse did to you. And to want you also to make your family that is not going to be a future someday, because if they don't have a future, the same as what happened to us, and we're gonna be happy to them.
And they called me a survivor of trafficking. But after hearing my story, tell me if I am a real survivor. I left my home country year 2013, my first time to work overseas to Dubai. where all the abuse and exploitation happened. These employers brought me here in 2014. After 10 months and 2 weeks working with them, I escaped. Without knowing my rights here in United Kingdom, I became undocumented. Year 2016, when I met the Voice of Domestic Workers and was referred to Kalayaan, and I was referred in the National Referral Mechanism. But I am telling you, being in the National Referral Mechanism is not for us domestic workers. I want to be recognized as a worker. The reason that I left my children to sacrifice not seeing them since 2013 is to work and to support them. But the system, because of being in the system, failed me to do that. I was in the system since 2016 up to 2019 without right to work, and was just supported with £5 a day to survive. If not with the help of the community, of the Voice of Domestic Workers and my friends, I don't know where to go to. Because I at work, my situation become more vulnerable. That I live in fear, I live in anxiety, I live in depression because I'm thinking of my children. Year 2019, when I was granted my 2-year domestic worker visa, with all hopes that I can go home and see my family, again I failed because pandemic came. It was lockdown 2020, and my domestic worker visa already ran out last December. I applied in Article 8 of under human rights. Now they called me a survivor with limited time to work, a survivor with have no proper support, a survivor living in fear, a survivor who's worrying about what will happen to the next application, a survivor who's living in a limbo. As I'm always saying, step on my shoe so you can see, you can feel, you yourself will find out how I struggle and my pain to be in the system, because this system is not for domestic workers. We are workers. We don't want to be recognized as victims of trafficking. We are here to work. We leave our family to work. We live. We want to work to contribute. Domestic workers are the backbones of the society. Admit it or not. We are the carers of your children. We are the carers of your elderly. Without us, you cannot go to work. Now tell me, am I a survivor? Yeah, thank you.